Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a bit of a personal video because I've had a very rough week and I just want to talk to you guys about something that I realized. And this is also, we'll have to do a little bit with Tesla and Palantir and this channel and my stock market investing. And if you enjoyed these type of videos, please make sure you let me know in the comments, and I might do more of these updates, and make sure that you're subscribed if you watch this video. So basically this week I got emotionally destroyed and I was doing a lot of thinking, right? So this doesn't all have to do with the stock market because, I will explain it in a bit. So I got so much bad news this week. We all know that the SVB bank collapsed, and then the Credit Suisse happened. And the reason why these particularly hurt me is because I have a real estate development business in Sweden, and my business is very dependent upon being able to receive funding for new buildings, and it's very dependent on people being able to afford new housing. And the Swedish inflation reading has come out this week, and it showed basically the idea was that Sweden is following the Fed, and they did very rapid interest rate increases just like the Fed did. The only difference is, I don't know how much I should go into this, but okay, this is just a quite interesting thing, is that basically almost all of Sweden is on moving interest rate, meaning that the moment that the Swedish Fed raises the interest rates, the whole country is having a higher mortgage and having there's very few people on fixed interest rates, and so that means that we're very, very sensitive to interest rates rise, because for example in the US, as far as I understand, if you have gotten a 2% house loan that is for 30 years, then even if the Fed is increasing, you still pay 2% until you move and you buy a new house. So what happens in the US, I guess, is that you get trapped in your home because you don't want to move and pay a higher price. But in Sweden, you get devastated because the whole economy, as soon as the bank increases, everybody is paying a lot more. And our interest rates on houses were 0.5% or, sometimes 1%. And because they were moving, right? So they were basically very close to the Fed's, the Swedish Fed's rates. So it's a huge increase. We're up into 4% now from 0.5%. And the inflation reading came in at 12%, which is higher than anybody expected, and basically it's showing no signs of slowing down. And this happened on the same day that Credit Suisse was collapsing, and I realized that I really have to change gear in my real estate business because the situation is a lot worse than I thought. And then I started looking at, oh my God, the economy is so bad. And what's going to happen to the stocks and what's going to happen to my company, right? And then I realized that inflation is the new COVID and Powell is the new Fauci, and Powell basically doesn't really know what he's doing, and he is sort of winging it at our expense, and he completely overstimulated the economy and said that inflation was transitory, and I believe that he's completely over-tightening at this point, and then he will come out and raise the interest rates so that he saves us again, which is really weird because we had to, it's like, Tesla's manufacturing, that they have to, what they found was wrong with the manufacturing, that you put a car together, then you paint it, then you put it apart, and then you put it back together again. This is the same. The Fed took the economy that was a good economy, overstimulated it, and now it over-tightens it, and now it will save us, and we just go back to normal. No sense in doing that. Why can't we just keep it like normal, not overstimulate and not over-tighten, whatever. So basically, if we are over-tightening, then the logical consequences of this is that the economy is going to do horrible, and then stocks are going to do horrible. But there's no way of telling if this is coming, or we're going to have hard landing or soft landing, and I hate uncertainty, right? And then I basically decided to take a deep look and, go back to basics. What is the why am I acting the way I'm acting, and what is the basics in this situation. And I realized that a lot of my sadness comes actually from greed and impatience, because you actually need to build generational wealth, or life-changing wealth. You need to buy stocks in bad times. And when you are in bad times and you should be buying the stocks, it's not going to feel like you're in good times, and there's you open your trading view and there's an arrow and it says, Vince, now is the time to buy stocks because this is the bottom. No, you're going to feel what everybody else is feeling, and it's going to feel pretty hopeless, and it's going to look bad, just like now, right? But the thing is, it's impossible to tell where the bottom is. So our job as an investor is to go into the bad times, don't listen to our emotions, and analyze stocks and know what you're buying and what price are you buying at, and just keep on buying. And if the stock goes lower, great, then you get to take a bigger advantage of the discount. And actually the best thing that can happen to you as a stock investor, I don't know if it's the best for your emotions, is that you have a year's of downturns, so that you can really, really load up on fantastic positions like Palantir and Tesla. And I basically realized that this is exactly the time that we're in, and we have been way longer in this downturn than the general bear market. The inflation is coming down, which is a sign that this is going to be ending at one. I mean, I don't know when, but it's a sign that it's going to be ending at one point, right? The Fed revealed their cards and stepped in when the banks started failing. So that also means that if something really, really breaks, it's not going to be like a 2008 financial crisis, because the Fed is going to be there to turn on the money printers again, or whatever they're going to do at the time. So I realized that this is just we have to all man up and just go through this, do the basics, and do what we need to do, which is, do our stock analysis, know what we're buying, and just continue doing it. And the longer actually that this goes on, the better it is for us. And it's the same with my real estate company. And obviously we are not going to be making a lot of sales, but this is a great time to be buying projects. It's a great time to get zonings done. And we just need to refocus the business to the things that we can do. And this is how you make a bad situation into good. But I'm not gonna lie, I hate when these bad news are coming in. And sometimes it can get too much. And I think that this week was like that. But it's a very good reminder to, why are we here? That we're supposed to be buying in bad times, and bad times are going to feel like bad times. There's no way around it. You don't know where the bottom is, and if the prices are already good, then you need to buy, because they might never come back to this price, and then you lose out on Tesla at $100. Remember when Tesla was $100, people said it will go to 60. Now I bet you if you could buy at $120, you would sell your grandmother to be able to do that. And it might not ever go back to 100. So that was the time to take advantage of it. And now is the time to take advantage of the deals that are on the table now. And it's not going to feel good, but it's just, this is what we signed up for as stock investors. So thank you so much for listening. If you want, you can check out the Patreon link in the description box below, which takes you to the Patreon page where you can get access to the stock, analyze the sheets where I analyze stocks, and you can, put in your own conclusions and your own, oh my God, it's late. I can't speak. Sorry. You get direct access to me, you get access to exclusive content, and you can mess around with the sheets and put in your own assumptions. So that's also great. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.